Hey guys, how are we doing today? I've been inspired by a song that I discovered today that is extremely, as soon as I heard it and listened to it all the way through, it gave me goosebumps and riveted all the way through my system. Like I could feel it in my system. It was a very potent song, the lyrics, and um, I love it when I discover gems like that because you guys know that I love music, and you know I love to sing and dance, and I'm an artist, but I this song was it really touched my heart, and so I wanted to share it with you and then give a spiritual meaning behind it, of course, as I always do. It's a love song, of course, but love songs are not just about, they can have a very spiritual meaning. It's not just about, having a relationship with a significant other. It can also be about loving humanity or loving the earth or both, or having that special connection with your higher self. And so I thought I would share. I've been singing ever since I got out of the shower earlier. I have been singing this song over and over. I'm not going to sing it today because it's kind of a harder song to kind of master. Um, it's so up and down and all over the place. It's a beautiful song, and I'm going to link it down below so you can listen to it, so you can actually see how it sounds beautiful. Um, but I wanted to kind of break down the lyrics and then kind of give a spiritual message because I feel like there's so much in this that we can apply to our spiritual awakening, spiritual growth process. So it's called Songbird by Josh Garrels. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Songbird by Josh Garrels. And it's so synchronistic to me that there's been some things going on in my life. In this song, it always seems like songs or movies or people come into my life when I either need them or I desire them. And that's a really beautiful experience, to be very honest. So anyway, Songbird. So verse 1 is sweet songbird singing in the morning hour, which is funny because in the morning, I the first thing I wake up, because I wake up pretty early in the morning, and I kind of have to during the school year with Chase. But anyway, I wake up early, and usually like 6, 7, latest 8. Um, but the sweet songbird at the very beginning of the song, singing outside, for me, it's outside my window, and it always helps to remind me that I'm to be grateful for another day and to be grateful for the roof over my head and all of the abundance and the love that I have in my life. Sweet songbird singing in the morning hour, waking me up to tell me how another day passes along. I love that simple song that reminds me I'm getting closer to you. And while that is definitely a love line, it can also mean that we're getting closer back to our original higher selves, the God source energy, as we grow spiritually, if that makes sense. And every time thoughts tumble down, my mind is unwound. So much to say, maybe on another day when these words will come out right. And a lot of times when we are in love, whether it's in love like in a relationship, or we're falling in love with ourselves or our spiritual development, we have to go through that transition of when these words come out right. It's kind of like a metaphor for, you know, we're really never going to get it right in life. I mean, we're just going to keep stumbling along trying to make it right, you know, like we're never, we're always going to feel awkward. We're always going to feel semi out of balance because we are in human bodies, and we do have egos, and we're trying to do the best that we can. I don't know. For me, I'm just like so analytical. So every song that I hear, it's like I really pour my heart into the song if I love it. A lesson in love is the hardest thing you and I will ever learn, because our hearts are so shy. And that's like the barrier, you know, the block. Like, I find that because I am a shy person, you wouldn't think that, but I am, and I have a tendency to just block out, and so a lesson in love is the hardest thing you and I will ever learn, because our hearts are so shy. That really resonates with me. And I think of you every day, and in the night I pray that you're safe from harm. So sweet. We're walking on a thin string, but I know the Lord has got the whole thing in his hands. We're strangers in this land, but together we could make our way home. And that is, together we can make our way home. That is, to me, in my heart, not just beautiful in love terms, but we're all one. We're all in this together on planet Earth. And we can make our way home if we stick together, if we, it doesn't have to be tribes here, tribes there, relationships here, relationships, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like, if we band together and really ground into our strength, we can create a new world together. And it doesn't have to be so treacherous and painful. And maybe for some of you that sounds like a grand, lofty goal that's never going to happen, but for me, that is a possible goal. Because, again, as I've said in many of our videos, we are very powerful creators because we came from the one source who is the most powerful creator. So think of, if we are a spark of God, if each one of us is doing our part to create a new world, what would that look like for us? And that's a very powerful concept to really contemplate if you think about it. Okay, where was I? Yeah. The fire passed me by, the earthquakes shaking the mountain, and I let 'em go. When love had left me dry, your quiet voice broke through. The voice of spirit, to water my soul. Oh, sweet thing, she's coming round my way. Oh, sweet love, what else can I say? The fire passed me by, the earthquake shaking the mountain, and I let 'em go. When love had left me dry, your quiet voice broke through to water my soul. Oh, sweet love, she's coming round my way. Oh, sweet love, what else can I say today? I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you guys are having a good week. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.